Back to my channel, and today we will together solve the daily Leetcode problem. And because like today that is just an easy question, but it was in some kind of the weekly competition before, so there may be a lot of the people like they have already solved it. That is was that that it this one is was in the weekly contest, yeah, long time ago. So I feel like this one is interesting, so that's why I just want to share my approach. Yeah, so here let's taking a look into the example. So here for the first example, and then so what is our problem? So in here we need to count the number of hills and the valleys in an array. So we know that in here we have the hill, right? Hill and the valley. So in here the assumption is that we will not consider about the first point of the array. So we will start from the let's say that this one have the index 0, and then we will not consider this point. We will start discussing about this point about from the index 1. We will start from here because and it gives us the informations that for one for any kind of the array, the length of the array is at least 3. So it means that we always can find, or yeah, I mean that at least 3 elements, so we always can iterate at least once. And so here so you can see that so just I think that we just need to make sure and try to understand what is the definition of the hill and the valley, because in here we also so here for example in this case, so it means that in here we will, this one is the index 1 and index 2, sorry, this one is index 0, and we will not consider about this case, so we will start from here. So in here we can see that this one can be the valley, so yeah, that is, this one is the this one is the hill, because it maybe it is the value of this one is greater than the closest neighbors. The closest neighbors in here, that is the index 1 index before and one index after that. So that's why from here we have two neighbors. The first neighbor is that is the value of 2, and the second one is the value of 1. So in here we can make sure that this one is the hill. And so in here, so it of course, so in here we have the one hill, and in here we can consider this one, and so this one is only one valley, right? Because they also have the conditions if the valley, I mean that is the number of the maybe the some of the neighbors have the equal values, and then somehow it also have the same value as the neighbor before. So in here for example that is from the index 2, and in here the non-equal neighbor are 4 and 6, right? And this is one, this one is the one value here is the equal neighbor, so that's why we will not consider about this one. We only consider about the non-equal neighbor here. So that's why based on these two things, these two things will constitute a valley, and similarly we can consider about the 6 in here, and because the value of 6 is greater than 5 and 1, so this one can get a hill. Okay, so how can we simplify this problem? And also we can take a look into the example 2. So in here of course all of the value it increased, and that's why it is decreasing, so that's why there is no value nor the hill. And so that's why we in here we can safely return 0 in this case, right? We have no v shape in here, so there is no hill or no valley in here in this case. So in here I think that the most difficult thing is to how to can we deal with the application in here, because of the application, so it makes our problem become very complex if we check every single iteration for this. For example for this one we need to note about all of the equal elements on the right. However in this one in the next index, that is in the green one, we need always to know the all of the equal elements on the left. So that is the reason why it is quite noisy. And so what is our strategy? So our strategy is just simplify this one into, like this one, we will remove all of the duplicated value, right? So that is the simplest, I think that is the simplest approach. And if that is the valley, or if that is the hill, it will be always the hill or the valley, right? So in here, like we just keep with only one, and this one is 6, and this one is 5. Okay, so let's use another color here, right? So here, so we just reduce this to 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And so this one is the value 2, 4, 1, 6, and 5. So here, like we still can see that, yeah, if we can safely remove all of the equal numbers in the array, and it's like retain the same number of the hill and the valleys for us as the solution. Okay, so let's program this together. Okay, so I will initialize the value of answer is 0. So in here, like we can see like no repeat. We will remove all of the duplicated or like repeated values in the nums. I mean, yeah, so here like we can just put the previous number as the num 0, and then I will just constitute a new array of no repeated. Yeah, so in here, like because we will not consider about the first one and the and yeah, we don't need to consider about the first one, because I will put this one as the no previous in here as the first number. So that is a num 0, for example. And in here, like we only need to consider all of the value from 1 to length of nums. And in here, if, and then we will continue, and else we will can like append this one with the numize, and we get the previous value. Okay, so for now we are safely to have the non like repeated array. So for now we can iterate through that, because like we do not like consider about the first one and the last one, so we can safely like get from, I mean like just iterate from the first one and like n-1. This one is not in num, that is a no repeated, right? And if we what is the condition in here? So in here we just need to check the condition of the hill or the valley. If the no rep of like I greater than no rep of I-1, and no rep of I smaller than no rep of greater than no rep of I plus 1, right? So for now this is the first condition to become the hill, so we need another condition to become the valley. So for now we can safely put it here, and then we just need to increment the answer by 1, and we can return the answer. Okay, so let me check. Okay, so here that is the we have no duplication. Output is 2, so let's print it out. Rep -1. Sorry, I forgot to change this one, because this I forgot one case, like in here that is the hill. Okay, so right, so we can defeat all of the programmers in these small problems. I think that this problem is like very interesting, and normally when like we do the weekly contest and something like that, is just the problem about the logic, and yeah, the things like we can come up with to simplify the problem is the most important thing. Yeah, so thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope that this video is like brings like you a good weekend. Yeah, nice weekends, and see you in the next video. Thank you.